There was a young man named Kai who lived at the foot of a mountain people said was impossible to climb. Not because it was the tallest, not because it was the steepest, but because everyone believed it couldn't be done. Kai had heard the same sentence over and over since childhood. That mountain decides who climbs it, not you. One morning, after years of listening to the doubts of others, Kai stood before that mountain. The peak was hidden in clouds. The rocks looked sharp enough to tear his hands, and the trail, well, there was no trail. For a moment, Kai felt the old fear. What if they're right? But then, a quiet thought rose within him, gentle but powerful. What if they're wrong? With nothing but a small backpack and a determination he couldn't fully explain, Kai began climbing. The first hours were easy. The ground was steady, the air was warm. But soon he reached the broken rocks, the cold air, and the parts of the mountain that pushed him right back down. He slipped, he fell, he questioned himself. Every time he slid back a few feet, the words of others echoed in his mind. You'll never make it. It's impossible. Give up. But Kai stopped and closed his eyes. He took a deep breath and listened to the doubts he had memorized his whole life, but to that quiet inner voice that refused to leave him. And it said, keep going. The only thing that decides what's possible is your mind. With that, Kai climbed again, slow, steady, stubborn. Hours turned into a full day. His legs shook, his fingers bled, and the clouds wrapped around him like a wall. But when he finally pushed through that thick wall of gray, something incredible happened. Sunlight, bright, warm sunlight, poured over him. Above the clouds, the peak stood waiting, silent, untouched, beautiful. Kai stepped onto the mountain's summit, not with cheers, not with an audience, but with a calm realization that the mountain had never been the challenge. The challenge was believing he could climb it. And as he looked out over the endless horizon, he understood something people spend their whole lives searching for. The mind is the real mountain, and once you conquer that, every other peak becomes possible.